Hello everyone, this is CA Shrejal and I welcome you all to my channel The Commerce Bench. So today we are going to talk about vacancies in Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Bureau of India, that is PMBI. So this comes under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India. This is an implementing agency for the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Janaushadhi Pariyojana. Now let's look at the details of the vacancies. So the name of the post is executive. Number of vacancies is 6. The department is finance and accounts and your place of posting would be Delhi NCR. You can also check out the other posts if you think you are eligible for that. You can check out the details of those as well. But today we would be talking about finance and accounts only. The last date for application is 28th February 2025 and you have to go to their recruitment portal if you want to apply for this. I will give you all the important links in the description box. So the total number of vacancies is 6 as I've already told. The maximum age for applying is 28 years. In essential qualification they have given that your BCom should be complete. This is essential. Other than that, if you have done MBA finance or MCom or you have completed CA inter, then that will be an added advantage for you. Okay, and after that they have given essential experience may you should have completed minimum 1 year of work in finance and accounts department anywhere, and if your experience is somewhere in the government sector then that would be a plus point for you. Let's look at the consolidated pay. So it will be 30,000 rupees per month. Apart from that, you will be getting a conveyance allowance of 5,000 per month and telephone allowance of 500 rupees per month. Place of posting is Delhi NCR. Let's look at the job description now. So you will be expected to do the preparation of financial statements and reports, preparation of all the statutory compliances, maintenance of accounts payable, accounts receivable, and credit control. Then you would be doing the reports on spending, saving, strategies of expansion, resources required, cost saving, etc. Update and maintenance of accounting software, monthly closing of financial records. So these all things would be required from you. You would be assisting on these. Your contract period would be of 3 years. However, it shall be renewed on satisfactory performance. Now, during your first year of contract, 6 months would be observation period, and this may or may not be extended. This 6 months period. After that, if in the first year of contract, they have said that if in the first year of contract you either leave or resign or abandon the company, then you would be required to pay liquidated damages amounting to 3 months of your consolidated pay. Now let's look at the selection process. So total there are going to be two stages. The first one would be initial screening. Here you will be required to upload all your educational documents and your work experience documents and they will screen it. If they found your candidature suitable, then you would be called for the personal interview stage. Now they have a grading system for shortlisting the applications, that is for shortlisting in the first round. How will they do it? Let's take a look at that. First, let's see how they are going to grade you on the basis of your qualification. So, if you have completed the essential qualification, means if you have done your BCom, you would be getting 5 marks. So, that is the a mandatory thing. You have to do your BCom. Additional qualification, if you have, that is, you have done MCom, CA Inter, or MBA in finance, then you would be getting an additional 3 marks. So, the maximum marks for the qualification thing is 8. Then let's look at the qualification percentage grading, how they would be doing that. If your percentage is up to 50%, you will get 5 marks for that. If your percentage is somewhere between 50% to 70%, then you will get 7 marks. If your percentage is 70% and above, then you will be getting 10 marks. So maximum marks for this is 10 only. Fine. Then see the experience grading. So if you have the essential experience of 1 year in finance and accounts, you will get 5 marks. That is essential. However, if you have twice the essential experience, then you will get additional 5 marks. Means you have 2 years of experience, so you will be getting 5 marks. If you have government experience, then that is a very good thing, and you will get 2 marks additional for that. So the total marks you can get in experience is 12. I hope you understood this. After that, if you pass this round and all your documents have been successfully verified, then you will be called for the personal interview stage. So that is all about this post. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such content. Thank you so much.